Welcome to the live YouTube. So I'm usually live on TikTok, but I'm gonna be going live over here more just because I kind of want to talk to my YouTube people a little bit more. I feel like I don't do a lot of lives over here, and if I am doing a live over here, I'm not talking. So I'm gonna be sharing my screen. I also feel like what I've been doing lately on TikTok, I want to be able to do it on YouTube because I can share my screen and you guys can see in real time what I'm doing. On TikTok, I usually have to face my phone towards the screen, which is like, it's okay. And it's been getting the job done to a certain extent, but it's not the best. So let me actually log on my other device so I can see what you guys got going on and see what everybody is saying, see the comments, all of that good stuff. I'm actually going to pin a comment. So let me do that first, and then I'm going to get into the demo of some new features. So that's what the title of this live is. It is actually some up and coming features that we have going. So let me get to my page and find my live stream so I can go ahead and add a comment on my live. That first, and then let me mute myself so I don't have to hear myself. I look crazy. I don't have any makeup on, so I look crazy, and this is going to be in cyberspace for however long it's going to be here, but that's okay. So I'm going to put previewing new features for Nail Design Studio app. See, link in description. All right, cool. And I'm just going to pin that comment, and then we can get into the demo. And this way I can actually, well, I can see your comments anyway because I'm logged in on another device, but we're going to go back to the test environment and show you everything. Let me make sure we mute it over here too. Okay, so it's muted over there. All right, cool. So we are in Nail Design Studio, and I'm going to show you what is coming up for the next update. Some of these are still being worked on. I'm actually going to just start at the top. So there is a bar at the top, and I'm going to have to tweak it because right now, if you're on desktop, you have to scroll over to see the whole thing. But there's a bar at the top, kind of like a navigation bar, that will allow you to see the recommended products, see events, and go to the bigger website, which is orlandonailtech.com. So if you are looking for this Nail Design Studio app, it is web-based. It is 100% web-based. So you don't have to download anything. You can use this on literally any device, a phone, a tablet, laptop, whatever. But essentially, if you're looking for it and you want it and you want to learn more information about it, you can click the website button and it will take you back to orlandonailtech.com. I'm actually just show y'all that. So there it is. There's orlandonailtech.com. Now I am in preview mode in my code viewer, so I'm gonna have to open back up our page just in a second here. So let me preview the full page again. Okay, so that's where the website takes you. Now it's actually refreshed. So maybe I was zoomed in. That's exactly what I did. So I had zoomed in, and that's what made me have to slide over. So actually I don't need to tweak anything. But I was just zoomed in because I'm showing you guys what's up. I'm going to learn how to stop saying between everything I say. It's getting on my own nerves. So anywho, that's the navigation bar. The recommendation recommended products are there as well. So you can tap on those and see what I recommend as far as the decal paper and the printers, laser and inkjet. It's really only two printer recommendations. They are both by Canon. I probably should update my description at some point to add in the printer and decal paper recommendations. But for right now, if you get the Nail Design Studio app, they'll be in there. There's also an event button. I have a sign up for early access for the Nail Decal A to Z class. That class, if I decide to do it, if we get enough signups, will cover designing your decals in Nail Design Studio, proper printing procedures, how to package them up, how to market them to clients, where to sell them, all of that kind of stuff. It's literally going to be a deep dive if you want to be someone who makes money doing nail decals, or doing press-ons, and you want to add decals as an option for your customers. A whole bunch of different things you can do with the decals. So that class is in the making. It's tentative as long as we get enough people to sign up. We get enough people to get on the wait list, then I will go ahead and put a date on it and put it out there. All right. And then there's also a link to past classes and replays. So there's that. That'll be new coming up in the next update. I fully intend to have all these updates ready to go no later than Saturday. I wanted to have them done today, but I don't know. I'm live right now on YouTube. I'm going to go ahead and start the live on TikTok at about 6:30. So in a few minutes, I'm going to start it on TikTok. So I'll be going live simultaneously, but I just wanted to start over here first so we had this up and running. So that's one feature that is coming to the next update. Another feature that is coming to the next update, I'm gonna switch this to stiletto because you know, if you know, you know, I don't really love almond shaped nails and they look kind of crazy. So we're just gonna switch it. So I'm gonna make these all one color. Let's just make them hot pink. We're gonna make them hot pink, and I'm gonna make all of these nails hot pink. So I'm gonna pick that thumb, and then I'm gonna select all the same hands. That is not a new feature. That is a feature that's already part of Nail Design Studio. So if you were to get that today, that is in there. That also turns on Global Transform, but we don't have any images on here, so we don't really need it. Okay. So let me just turn that off. It's really not necessary right now. I want to show you one of the features that is coming up for this Saturday. So if I click on our pen tool, if you already have Nail Design Studio, you already see what's different. But if you don't, let me show you. So before, you would not be able to add text to your nail frames. You would have to kind of write it out, or if you were going to download it and put text on it some other kind of way, like in your phone or on Procreate or something. But now you can add, you're going to be able to add text, because when I drop this update, I got to keep remembering to say that. When you get the update, you will be able to add text. So I'm going to click the text button, and it's going to pop out this other window. It's really still in the drawing tools pane though. And you have your preset fonts here, and then you also have the ability to upload a font, or you will have the ability to upload a font. So there's 4 preset fonts in here. I'm just going to pick one. I'm going to pick my favorite one that I use for everything. You can still change the color down here. So I'm going to change the color to white. I'm going to pick that font. That's already what it's defaulted to. And I'm going to type Orlando. Well, it doesn't matter. That's a capitalized font, but I'm going to type Orlando Nail Tech in lowercase, and I'm going to put it on the left pinky. So these buttons down here, that is telling you which nail. You can apply it to any of these, and I'm going to click on the pinky. So I'm going to apply it to the pinky, and I'm going to tap stamp text on nail. Okay, so the text is stamped on the nail. Now you can start your sizing here if you're in the drawing tools, or you can close drawing tools out, and you can actually select your text and you can size it there too. So now you see it's bigger, and I can rotate it so you can see the whole thing. I can also rotate it the other way. You can still drag it around your image. So that is one of the upcoming features that will be available this weekend. Saturday is my planned day to update this. I'm going to try to do it as late as possible so it doesn't interfere with anything. Because sometimes when I've updated, people are actually actively working in there, and it is a web-based app. So it may cause glitches if people are on it at the same time. Now I could just take it down completely, update it, make sure everything is working, and then put it back up. I'm toying with that. I really probably should just start doing like a planned maintenance message. But anywho, you can now add text to your, well, you can't now do it. As of this Saturday, you'll be able to add text to your nail frames. Let me show you guys the upload font situation. So I'm going to close it. And there is actually a font already uploaded in here because I uploaded it. Me and the I just really keep saying and it's really annoying to me. But if you go into upload font, it will open up your files. And of course, I have a font here. I'm not going to upload it again because I already did it earlier. But if you click it, as long as it is a TTF file, that stands for True Type Fonts. As long as it's a TTF file, it will allow you to upload it. You see everything else here is grayed out because it's not TTF. Okay, so you just click open and it would upload it. Now that is already in there. Mine that I uploaded is called a dripping marker. So I'm going to click on a dripping marker. I'm going to change the color to, let me change it to yellow. So I'm going to open up the color picker and change the color to yellow. I'm going to make it a little bigger in here. I'm going to leave the words the same. Okay, so I don't know what happened, but we're gonna upload the font. Now you get to see it in real time. Okay, so it is uploaded. I picked it. It's yellow. I'm gonna put it on the middle finger. Oh, I forgot to click and add the stamp to nail. Okay, so you got to make sure you say add the stamp to nail. I'm gonna make it bigger, and that doesn't look like a dripping marker now, does it? So this is why this stuff is in preview mode and it's coming up and it's not live yet, because anything that I notice while I'm in preview mode that is not what it's supposed to be, it has to be fixed. It's not even registering that I uploaded my font. It was showing it, but then it went away for some reason. So I'm gonna clear it and then I'm gonna try it again because I don't know what happened. Now it was tested and working earlier. Okay, so now I was able to change my font to a dripping marker. That is the correct font. So you can use this to make it smaller, make it bigger, and you can move it around. And yeah, if you need to clear that out, you can literally hit clear all and it will take all of your text away. So all of my text is done, because remember, all of these were applied in the drawing tools. So you're gonna need the drawing tool clear and undo to get rid of those. Okay, so that's another feature that is being perfected and worked on. You will be able to add text on your own and you'll be able to upload a font. So yeah, I haven't actually decided how many fonts I'm going to allow to be uploaded. And I'm probably going to have to put up a box acknowledging that you are allowed to use that font, because some fonts are free and then some fonts are paid. So you have to acknowledge that you're able to be using this font and you're not just like taking somebody's font. So anyway, let's get into our next upcoming update. There is going to be an effects library. Now, I know it looks a little crude right now, so not too much on me. This is still in a work in progress, a very heavy work in progress. I am taking this step by step by step. So just give it a second. But we can do now, we're going to be able to do different effects. So like the flowers, I don't know necessarily if I love all of these, but the rose I've been working super hard on. I'm going to do, let me change the background color of some of these. Hold on one second. I'm going to change the background color to like a pale pink or something like that. So pale pink on this one. We're going to open our effects library again. I'm going to select the left pinky, the one I just turned pink, and then I'm going to make this rose purple. I'm going to click it, and you can change the size in here. You can make it small, larger. I'm going to make it kind of larger, and then I'm going to click it. And if you can tell, it already went on there. So our flower, or our rose rather, is already there. I just had to open up my software to make sure y'all can still see, because sometimes it kicks me off of there. But yeah, you can see your flower is still there. If you want to add a second one, you totally can do that in whatever color you want to use. So selecting the color, and then I'm going to select the nail. You can do it in either or, but don't click your actual selection down here until you've chosen a nail and chosen a color. And then we're going to apply that too. Now I'm still working out some of the kinks with the colorization. So the purple one looks great because it already is a darker color. The yellow one, not so much, because it is a lighter color, and that gray that helps define the petals of the rose is a little too strong for me. But that is something that is coming. There will be stuff like rhinestones and whatever once I get this perfected. And you can see right there, there's actually the beginnings of the rhinestone feature. But I'm going to pick the left ring finger now, And I'm gonna change this to white, and I'm gonna pick the daisy. So I've applied two daisies. Now those actually look like daisies, so I can't complain. They look fine to me. They look like a daisy, but you can definitely change the colors too. So I'm gonna go ahead and make the left ring finger daisy. I'm gonna make it pink, and it just really just changed the middle of changes the middle of the daisy. Okay, so you can do your daisies. And then I'm just going to show you all of them, but these are up and coming ones. If you see this live way after I'm done being live and you have a question, just drop it in the comments and, ask me, are we really getting these features? Are we still working on these? What's going on with these features? Whatever. Okay, so this is a cherry blossom one. It is green, just like it's supposed to be. Another feature, we already have a French tool, but I'm going to show you that now you'll be able to add things on top of your French. And that's kind of what those flowers, those little flowers I just showed you, is pretty good for. So I'm going to do a green French on the middle finger. I'm going to actually change the base color to this same pale pink. And then I'm going to add some flowers on top of our French. So kind of like overlapping the base color and the French tip. So I'm going to add in, I'm going to change the flower color back to white. I'm going to do the middle finger, and I'm going to select the daisy. All right, so I selected the daisy. You can keep this window open and select multiple. I'm going to also do a purple cherry blossom. I'm going to make a bigger one and do a blue plumeria, and then I'm going to close it. So I got 3 flowers here. You have that one, you have that one, you have that one. And now you see I can overlap them on top of the French. So before, or as it stands right now, when you put your flowers on top of, or try to put your flowers on top of anything, they would go behind anything. So not just your flowers, but images as well. You can put images on top of your French now. So that is going to be a new effect that's coming up. I'm going to actually undo all of these because I want to show you the image on top of the French. So let me just search Daisy while we're here. Daisy. Oh, I'm late. I'm late to TikTok, y'all. So I'm going to search a daisy. I'm going to use this image. I'm going to use it on the left middle finger. I'm going to actually remove the background, or as much as I can. This one is a little tricky, but we're working it out. We're trying to work it out. It's giving me problems. It's embarrassing me. Our background remover is a work in progress, y'all. So, not too much. But as you can see, the image doesn't go behind the French tip anymore. I'm going to see if I can find you guys a better image. Let me undo that. Get that off of there. We're going to find you a better image that is a better with the background removal situation. Typically stuff with a darker background, it's easier to remove. So let's try this one. Okay, that's a little bit better. Not amazing, but it gets the job done. And honestly, you technically could color over that if it was really bothering you. I'm gonna make it slightly smaller, and I'm actually gonna switch to single nail view so it'll even be easier to just use my sliders because I'm on a laptop, so it is hard to kind of precisely do it. I'm not using a pencil. Okay, so we got it smaller, and what I was saying about what you could do to hide the part that didn't go away, if you switch to the pen tool and you use the little dropper, you can find the color that would make it blend in, and you can adjust your size and just literally color that color to get rid of that extra part. So if I zoom in slightly, you'll see that I got rid of that little part that was there. But again, you can now drag your stuff around and put it on top of that French. So you could even put it in the middle of the French if you wanted to. And you can still rotate that picture as well. And like I said too, you can use your sliders down here to zoom and make it bigger and slide that around. You can literally make it cover the whole French or part of the French, however you want to do it. Okay, I'm going to rotate it actually this way. All right, so I could literally do something like that. That actually looks kind of cute. That's giving springtime vibes. I like it. Picasso. All right, So that is another feature that is coming up. I'm trying to think if I added any other features that I need to tell you guys about. That text feature, I'm really loving that. That's going to be amazing. Um, there's plenty of features that are already in here, but these are the up and coming features. YouTube. So I took a little longer than I wanted to take on YouTube, showing you the up and coming features. I'm going to go ahead and hop off of here, and then I'm going to go on TikTok. So if you are actually tuning in and you want to see what else we got going on, you can follow me over there on TikTok. Orlando Nail Tech is still my name over there, all one word. And I'm about to hit the live button on that. I'm gonna be live over there for like 20 minutes, and then I'm getting off of there because I got to go to the gym, and I got to get it right. It's gonna be summer before you know it, and you're not gonna catch me out there slipping. So thank you guys on YouTube for tuning in, and if you're